Good evening and welcome to the final round of the Monaco Cup for 2017. This is what the grid looks like going into this final round. Bo Sullivan currently second in the championship by just 1 point on pole. Sam Cole currently third in the championship, just 2 points behind Bo, is in second place on the grid. And the championship leader, Yihan, is in third. Gustav in fourth, Kamari fifth. Sixth is Leo Holt, seventh Harry Hurst, and eighth Stephen Armit. So as the drivers are all over at the grid now, we can expect the lights to come on fairly shortly to get this final race of the year. Drivers just being checked on the grid, make sure they're in the right position and their kart is positioned how they'd like it. A lot of drivers like to point towards the stadium. So while I lost connection, the race began. Drivers heading into stadium now. Yihan, I think that is. In fact, sorry, Sam Cole with the excellent start. Into hairpin one he goes. We're all go around the outside, and who's that in long hairpin? That is the number 4 of Leo Holt. So far off the circuit, I think he's got lost. Just trying to work it out now. I think he's got it. He's back. Oh, he's back underway. But even if he hadn't stopped, he would have had 5 seconds added onto his time by going down to long hairpin. There's no advantage. It's just 5 seconds is how long it takes to get there and back. So Sam Cole leading, Bo Sullivan second, Yihan Kalachon third at the moment. So as it stands, Sam Cole will win this championship. But Bo all over, goes up the inside into hairpin 2. They touch slightly, but not enough for a warning, I would have thought. But Sam Cole, with a better run out the corner, retakes the lead. Yihan Kalachon third, has got Gustav right behind him and Kamari just behind him. Then there's a bit of a gap to Harry Hurst. Stephen Armit is just behind him. It's now Bo Sullivan who leads as they come past the building. So as it stands at the moment, it will be Bo who wins the championship. Remember, there's a 4-point gap between first and second in terms of race finish. So with the best will in the world, if even if Yihan finished second and got the fastest lap, that would still be 3 points. And that would be 2 points in favour of Bo, and he'd win the championship. Having said that, though, that is now Yihan who is leading, so managed to get through in the stadium. So Yihan Kalachon now, as it stands, will win this championship. The top 3 separated by 3 points going into this race, and separated by just under even 1 second on circuit. Oh, and there's a bit of contact. That was Bo Sullivan trying to go up the inside of Yihan there at the stadium. I don't think there'll be a warning. No one gained or lost, really. Or Sam Cole with a big slide coming out of hairpin 1. Would have cost him some time, but Bo Sullivan goes up the inside at hairpin 2. Gets past. A little bit of nudging as they go down to pylon, but Yihan tries to get the undercut. Doesn't work. So Bo Sullivan leading their way into the S's, but quite literally bumper to bumper is Yihan Kalachon. Sam Cole just behind him, and Gustav Isakov also in this battle now in 4th place. Contact warning out to car number 8, so that's Yihan Kalachern. And the contact warning to number 3 of Bo Sullivan. So Marshall's keen to make them aware that they are being watched. Was having a look around the outside of pylon 1, didn't quite work for him. He's on the grass. I don't know if there was any contact there. I couldn't see from here, but there was certainly some squeezing, and Gustav moves up into 3rd place. As I said pre-race, Gustav cannot win the championship, unfortunately. He's just too far behind, but he can get close. And he can still win the race, of course. He just can't win the championship. In fact, if he did win the race, it would make things very, very intriguing for the championship. But on the charge, currently 3rd. Bo Sullivan spreading out now. A couple of lengths ahead of Yihan, who is in 2nd. Sam Cole, the other championship challenger, currently 4th even. Oh, and Gustav tries to go up the inside, goes defence. Oh, sorry, wrong way round. Sam Cole goes up the inside, manages to get through. But it's still Bo and Yihan bumper to bumper for. There's Stephen Armit. Just behind him is Leo Holt, who had that excursion into the owner driver's hairpin. There's Bo, there is the race leader. Just behind him is Yihan Kalachern. And so as it stands, Yihan, with the fastest lap, will finish 2 points shy of Bo. Oh, and there's some water brought on there by Stephen Armit and Blake. No, they're not the new carts. They will be used next year. These are the same championship year. On the final round for half the championship. A bit of a lead over Gustav is Sam Cole. So this is the order they are currently in the championship. Okay, so we're now starting to approach some back markers. So Bo Sullivan catching Stephen Armit. Bo and Yihan both get through. Yihan Kalachern leading this race. Go on, there's a spin. And Leo Holt gets up past Stephen Armit. But it's still Yihan who leads this race. Oh, and there's some defensive driving there from Yihan Kalachern. Perfectly legal, only made one move, but Bo having to majorly lift off and tuck back in behind him. Tries that inside line again, but there's more grip around the outside, and Yihan can find the speed. In fact, Sam Cole catching right back up again now as Gustav has a little spin at hairpin 1, and that's dropped him down behind Kamari Williams, I think. Oh, that's very close indeed. Hairpin 2. But there is the race leaders coming onto the back straight. Bo Sullivan with an excellent drive out of pylon 2. He goes to the left hand side this time. I don't know if he just got cut short or not, but there's a contact warning out for car number 8, so that is, in fact, 8 and 3 again. So Bo and Yihan again, both getting contact warnings. They need to be careful. That's their second warning each. And that would be a terrible shame and a very, very bad way to end this championship if two of the drivers involved get a penalty and lose it that way. So these three in a class of their own at the minute. Bumper to bumper as they go down the straight. Yihan has a little look over his shoulder. Sam Cole on the left-hand side though, trying to get past Bo Sullivan, but Bo's got the inside line at Stadium and he's not going to get through. And what can he do at hairpin? Sam Cole lining up a move maybe, thinks better of it, goes around the outside. Contact warning out for Stephen Armit, the number 11. There's a bit of side-to-side contacts coming into hairpin 2 as well from Bo Sullivan on Sam Cole. So as they head into the S's again, there's Yihan leading with a little gap behind him, Bo Sullivan, and bumper to bumper with Bo is Sam Cole. Yihan with the fastest lap as well. A 51 pointer would do him nicely, but he doesn't need that extra one. If he gets 50, he's won it. It is going to come down to whatever the podium is for this race. Realistically, is going to be how the championship finishes. So as they head down into pylon again, it's still Yihan leading, but only just. Bo second, but only just. And Sam Cole in third. Now we were nice and quick with the turnaround, so we were fully expecting this race to run its full time. The live timing saying we got roughly 20 minutes remaining. These top three still battling it out. Fourth place is still Gustav. Whereabouts is he? There he is. Fifth place, Kamari Williams. Harry Hurst in sixth. Leo Holt seventh, and Stephen Armit in eighth. But it's these top three we're going to be mostly focused on tonight, I think. Still Yihan Kalachern who leads, Bo Sullivan second and Sam Cole third. And if it finishes like that, then that is how the championship is going to finish. As I said, if Bo wins the race, Bo will win the championship. If Sam Cole wins the race, Sam Cole will win the championship. With only one point between Bo Sullivan and Yihan, it is going to be, even if Sam Cole wins, if Yihan finishes second, he'll be second in the championship. And if Bo finishes second, he'll be second in the championship. But either way, it's not going to be easy. Bo Sullivan now bumper to bumper with Yihan Kalachern. Had a little look into the S's, see if he could get through, but he couldn't. Moves to the right, Yihan blocks. Nothing doing this time. Bo just trying to get up the inside, manages to get alongside, but it's not enough this time. So still clearly slightly more grip around the outside there. It is going to be worth trying that from time to time, especially for Bo, who needs this race win. Luckily enough, I don't think any of these three drivers have got the win it or bin it attitude. But that would have to be served abruptly towards the end of the race if they were going to do it, because I think these three drivers, based on their pace, you can't rule them out to be anywhere. This driver's now arriving for the championship test session immediately after this race, potentially blissfully unaware of what battle is ensuing on the circuit as we speak. So it's still Yihan who leads, second place Bo Sullivan, and third Sam Cole. Or as we see Harry Hurst just get past Stephen Armit, not for position. Stephen not giving that position up easily, but Harry through nice and clean. So if we have a quick look at the overall order at the minute, we'll see Yihan on for 51 points, going to win this Joe. In fact, Sam Cole with that extra point now with the fastest lap, but Yihan's still going to win this race and the championship if he stays there. Second place, Bo Sullivan. Third, Sam Cole. Fourth, Gustav. Fifth, Kamari. Sixth, Harry Hurst. Seventh, Leo Holt. And eighth, Stephen Armit. Oh, that was a lot of defending, and Bo Sullivan is in the lead now. So Bo, as it stands, will win this championship. I didn't see that. and he's got a large lead. I don't know quite what happened, but it must have been a mistake or something on Yihan's part, because he's dropped right back, but so has Sam Cole. So it's not over yet. But Bo definitely with the right foot forwards, going to do his absolute utmost. He's going to, at the moment, he's going to win this championship. So it's all change at the top. Sam Cole with the fastest lap at the moment, but Yihan losing out on that last lap to Bo. Yihan up the inside, and that has worked this time. Yihan up the inside of hairpin 1, gets past Bo Sullivan. That was an exceptional move. But it's not over yet, as he has to go defensive as they go into pylon. No contact made, but very aggressive. Marshals will be keeping an eye on that, I think, but no contact, so as it has been so far in this race, perfectly fair. That's an excellent move up the inside. Just risking it over the slippery part, but it's paid off. And so as it stands, it will be Yihan who wins the championship. But not if Bo Sullivan has anything to do with it. He gets up the inside, but it's Sam Cole who gets through as well. So Yihan goes from first to third in one corner. Sam Cole's not done yet, but neither is Yihan. Yihan goes back up the inside, gets back up into second place. Really, really close racing from these three, as it has been all season. So it's Bo Sullivan now looking to win this championship. Sam Cole still with the fastest lap a few rotations ago, and with only 17 minutes remaining of this season, you have to say this is going to go down to the final lap. Sam Cole gets alongside as he goes into the stadium, but he's on the left hand side, and as we've seen, that can be tricky, and there's contact. Stephen Armit just in front of me there, spinning Kamari Williams around. That will be an ABC. But Kamari back underway, but Stephen's going to be reprimanded for that, I would have thought. So Bo with a small lead now. Nothing he'll be too comfortable with. He needs to try and open that up a bit as the ABC board goes out on the digiboard to number 11, Stephen Armit. as expected. He will now need to slow down and attempts to give the position back. In fact, Kamari is already back past, so Stephen doing the correct thing and has given the place back. And that'll be the end of it. But now he's got the leaders behind him. Oh, and Bo Sullivan nearly collects him as he goes through. Stephen slots into the small gap that is between Yihan and Sam Cole. Sam Cole gets up the inside into the exit of pylon 1. Yihan with a good drive out of pylon 2 gets alongside Bo Sullivan into stadium, but has to back out. Thinks better of it, uses that racing line, doesn't want to let Sam have any advantage. I can't really say I blame him, it's a smart move that. With these three drivers, if you give them an inch, they'll take a yard. So you can't give them anything. So still Bo Sullivan leading as they approach Kamari Williams as a back marker. Unbelievably quick pace from all three of the podium drivers at the moment. The fastest lap so far of 46.8 with that large slippery patch at hairpin 1. Still catching people out from time to time. Just goes to show how quick they are everywhere else around the circuit. But they're having to use the wet line at hairpin 1. And seemingly a middle line at hairpin 2 as well. And yet they are still on impressive pace. Yihan Kalachern has a little look up the inside coming into pylon 1, but can't get through, not enough of a space. Can he get a good drive? Kamari just ahead. Oh, and that's going to be frustrating for Bo. Bo goes to the right hand side, but so does Kamari. A little bit of a bump draft for Kamari from the race leader. More bump drafting through elbow, as I think Bo Sullivan being caught up slightly behind Kamari Williams. Kamari absolutely racing for his life, doesn't want to give these guys any space. But Bo Sullivan goes on the right-hand side. He's going to be on the curb. Oh, and that's very, very close. Yihan now. Oh, Yihan had a look, but he couldn't get through. Kamari now being passed by the first two. Sam Cole going to get through as well. And oh, that was very close. I thought he might be about to collect Sam Cole there as a contact warning goes out to Kamari Williams, number 5. So they are free to race for a little bit longer until they catch Harry Hurst. He's currently up in 5th place. Kamari Williams still going for it, trying to unlap himself on Sam Cole. Didn't quite work out this time. Sam with the inside line is pylon 1, so Kamari losing out there. Evenly spaced as they head down the back straight. Contact warning for car number 8, so that's Yihan. I didn't quite see what, but that is his 3rd warning. He needs to be very, very careful now. He doesn't want to lose the championship on a technicality and get a penalty for his 4th contact warning. So Yihan now will have to drive carefully. As we have a look at the time, we've got 11 minutes remaining and he can't afford to be bumping anybody now. So Bo Sullivan leading this race. Yihan Kalachern 2nd. 3rd, and with the fastest lap is Sam Cole. As they fast approach Harry Hurst just ahead of them. Harry Hurst doing the correct thing, letting the race leaders through. Will have cost him some time, and Kamari's going to close that gap a bit, I think. But still has the advantage. That'll be a good result for Harry if he can maintain 5th, but I think Kamari's going to be hunting him down now. So that'll be tricky. But the top 3 now separated by only a couple of inches as they head into pylon 2. Bo Sullivan still the race leader, 2nd place still Yeehan, 3rd still Sam Cole. But you have to say this is going to be very, very close. It has been for the entire race so far, and it's going to be for the rest of this race. 10 minutes remaining. I think that up the inside was Yeehan Kalachurn through Stadium. And Sam Cole, just trying to use that dry line at hairpin 1. Hasn't worked out for him this time, but now he knows. There's an ABC out for cart number. Can't quite see what number that is. That might be number 8, and that might be Yeehan Kalachurn. Let me have a look. So it's either the number 8 or the number 3, and I'm going to guess that it's Yeehan, seeing as he got past Bo on that lap. So he has now let him back through. Expertly done, made him go around the outside of Stadium to lose the minimum amount of time. But he's done what he needed to do for the ABC, and he can carry on again now. So expertly done from the championship leader coming into this race. Stephen Armitt going very wide indeed out of hairpin 2. Just clattering the tyres on the way out. Sam Cole just trying that dry line again, and it's not working. I think he needs to go back to the wet line, at least for the time being. I think he's going to lose time by trying to get to there. Maybe towards the end of this race it's going to be doable, but I think if he aims for the middle of the circuit, he's probably going to find slightly more time rather than trying to aim for the apex. So the parents on the balcony all have gone deathly silent as they are on tender hooks for who is going to win this race. Bo Sullivan still leading, as I said. Yeehan 2nd, Sam Cole 3rd. But Sam Cole with that fastest lap. Unfortunately, that extra point won't be enough to get him up through the championship. But it's Yeehan Kalachurn. Oh, he just tried to get out of pylon 1 just ahead of Bo, and he was just ahead. But Bo with the inside line for the S's got back through. Yeehan now with a bump draft down the straight as Bo manages to block him. So the top 3 now approaching 4th place. There is Gustav, he is currently in 4th, and there is the top 3. So the top 3 could be about to put the 4th place man a lap down. It's, for whatever reason, in these final rounds, it's increasingly common that the race leader laps the entire field. I don't think Bo's going to manage to do that because of how close second and third place are to him. In fact, I can tell you that the entire top three is separated by just 0.2 of a second. Sam Cole with that inside line is still not paying off, unfortunately. He's going to keep trying it, but I think he just doesn't have the traction coming out of the corner. He's got the right idea. I think he knows if he can get the grip, it will be faster. And he's willing to try it. Because as it stands at the moment, he is going to be coming third in this championship. So he may as well give something a go. And there's a come in. I think that is for cart number 8, so that's Yihan. So that's going to be a penalty. That must be his fourth contact warning, and that is going to throw the cat amongst the pigeons. That is his championship gone. I don't know if he saw it this lap. It doesn't look like he's intending to slow down. But he is. So Yihan Kalachurn onto the bricks for a 30-second penalty. Sam Cole up into second. Gustav. Is Gustav going to get through? I don't think he is. He's a lap down. So Yihan is going to still keep third. So it's now Bo Sullivan from Sam Cole. And I don't think Yihan is going to get any lower than third unless he argues. He's still on the bricks, but here come the leaders. Surely not going to be a lap down. He's not, but only just. So Yihan keeps third. But now the race leader immediately behind him. As Gustav gets through as well. And Sam Cole just getting past Leo Holt. So now we're in the strange situation where third place Yihan Kalachurn, who was just challenging for the lead, is now nearly a lap down. And that unfortunately is championship over for him. He's still going to have to settle for third. Bo Sullivan now with a bit of a lead on Sam Cole. Potentially going to win this championship. We can still keep an eye on this battle. I don't expect Yihan's going to let them through. But not for position. Bo Sullivan goes to the inside and there's contact made. But Yihan backing out now, letting Bo go through. So it might have just been a case that Yihan didn't realise Bo was there, which is fair enough. But it's Sam Cole now, go looking to the outside. Oh, and Yihan looking to the extreme inside to try and unlap himself. In fact, I think he managed it on Sam Cole. There's still a lap down from Bo. And now it's Yihan's decision. Yihan is now the key in this puzzle. Who is going to win this championship? Technically speaking, if Yihan decides he prefers Bo Sullivan to Sam Cole, all he has to do is block Sam Cole now. And the reverse. If he can get past Bo Sullivan, or he can help Sam Cole get past Bo, then that could do it as well. And just over 1 minute remaining. So I think we can expect the final lap board this time. Bo Sullivan and Sam Cole still bumper to bumper. Yihan has let them both through. He's going to let them race to the flag. I'd enjoy with the best spectator seat in the house right behind the battle. Doesn't need to challenge now. He's going to get third. So as they come down underneath the gantry, we're now on the final lap of the Monaco Cup. Bo Sullivan leads through Stadium. Sam Cole bumper to bumper with him though into And he tries it again, and Sam Cole finds the grip, takes the lead on the final lap. Can he hold it? Bo Sullivan gets back alongside. Sam goes defensive as they go into pylon. This is going to be very close. So as they head into the S's, Sam Cole leading. He's pounced, he's done it right as they come onto the back straight. Bo Sullivan with a slightly better drive out the corner. But it's Sam Cole who is going to take the checkered flag, take the race win and the fastest lap. 51 points for him, and that seals the championship. An unbelievable race. Bo Sullivan, second place on the final lap. And you could see a few laps ago Sam Cole practicing for that corner. And he paid off this time. Absolutely expertly done by Sam Cole. He wins the championship. Second place in the championship goes to Bo Sullivan, who I think is probably going to be quite disappointed. Third goes to Yeehan. And I'll be able to inform you of the rest of the championship order when we update the table in a minute. But I can see Bo going to be very, very frustrated, I think. Harry Hurst pumping the air. He knows he's done well with a top 5 finish for him. I think Bo Sullivan going to be quite upset with that. But he didn't not give it everything. He gave it absolutely all he could. This time, unfortunately, just beaten. An excellent sportsmanship from Kamari and Harry, just shaking hands there. Bo Sullivan going to be upset with that, and rightly so. He put absolutely everything he could into that. But, and we're going to end the live stream there. We're going to have a quick look at the final order. So Sam Cole wins the race, takes the fastest lap as well, 51 points for him. Bo Sullivan second, third Yihan Kalachurn, fourth Gustav Yusakov, fifth Harry Hurst, sixth Kamari Williams, seventh Leo Holt, and eighth Stephen Armit.